This is a 5 rupee coin. In India, it might buy you a cup of tea on the street, but for thousands of patients, it is the exact cost of a life-saving medical consultation with Dr. Anand, a physician who built a reputation on charging his patients practically nothing. Yet this seemingly selfless doctor was recently arrested for a series of highly theatrical murders targeting powerful healthcare executives in the middle of Paris. The man in custody wasn't the doctor. The killer was actually his identical twin brother, Dev, a professional stage magician who used his craft to execute a carefully planned vendetta. While the police focused on how a magician managed to commit these murders, they overlooked the connection between the victims. Dev's targets were the high-level executives who manage massive global hospital groups. Their deaths point to a motive rooted in the way modern medicine is managed, a system where the priority has shifted from clinical outcomes to quarterly earnings. The magician's crusade is built on 3 specific medical scams, incidents illustrating exactly how a system designed to save lives can be recalibrated to harvest profit. The first of these incidents involved a young girl with a severe head injury. Her father, an auto rickshaw driver, rushed her to the nearest corporate hospital, expecting immediate help. In trauma care, doctors work within what is called the golden window. This is a critical 10-minute timeframe where immediate medical intervention can stabilize a patient and prevent permanent brain damage or death. Instead of rushing the girl to the operating room, administration stalls, refusing surgery until the father provides a massive cash deposit. The deliberate delay pushes her past that golden window, resulting in preventable death. Losing a non-paying patient is a calculated business risk. This illustrates how corporate emergency wards can be weaponized, acting as financial checkpoints that hold critical care hostage until a payment is secured. To understand the second scam, we have to look back 30 years to the twins' father, Anand. He was a local leader who built a free, charitable hospital to serve his rural village. A corporate physician named Dr. Daniel saw this clinic as a competitor. When Anand's wife went into labor, Daniel intentionally misdiagnosed a prolapsed umbilical cord to justify an unnecessary high-cost emergency surgery. The strategy was about more than just one surgery. If the doctor could normalize a surgical delivery for the village leader's wife, the rest of the community would follow suit out of fear, creating a new, profitable trend. This chart contrasts the minimal costs of a natural delivery on the left against the exponential profit margins of a surgical intervention on the right. A surgery guarantees extended room charges, heavy medication costs, and higher fees. By manufacturing panic, the medical industry can convert perfectly healthy people into highly profitable, lifelong consumers. If private hospitals are this predatory, the logical question is why patients don't simply use free government facilities instead. The reality is seen in these government wards. They are systematically starved of resources. We frequently see power backups fail during surgery, or hospitals running out of basic oxygen cylinders because suppliers haven't been paid in years. The legislative priorities tell the same story. The government levies a 12% tax on life-saving medicines, while local alcohol, which destroys lives, remains completely untaxed. This systemic neglect makes public hospitals virtually unusable, creating a pipeline that forces desperate citizens straight into the debt traps of private corporations. This apathy affects everyone. Even revered national icons like former President APJ Abdul Kalam have faced bureaucratic indignities at the hands of these broken systems. Private medical monopolies do not thrive on their own merit. They thrive because the public option has been left to die. Today, the twin brothers represent 2 conflicting prescriptions for this disease. Dr. Anand proposes a legislative solution, a law requiring all politicians and bureaucrats to use government hospitals for their own medical care. The logic is that if a lawmaker's own life depends on public health care, those facilities will instantly receive the funding and oversight they currently lack. Then there is Dev's approach, the frustrated wrath of a man executing violent retribution to physically cut the corruption out of the system. While a magician hunting corrupt executives is a cinematic fantasy, the financial ruin and helplessness patients face in this system are terrifyingly real. Healthcare must be defended as a fundamental human right. Protecting it requires extreme vigilance, from the doctors who treat us and the lawmakers who govern them.